Excited we're still playing. And we're playing a really good team, by the way. High Point is really good. Well, I've watched tape, and I'm like, wow.
Start right up here.
Jackson Fuller, Southwest Times Record. Two-parter, if you'll let me, Cal. High Point's guards, obviously, kind of the head of the snake. How important is tomorrow's defense from Acuff and Thomas, and how have you seen Malik grow on that end of the floor this year?
Well, both of them have really grown. And it's funny, two teams are going to play really fast. Their team and our team. They shoot a few more threes than we do. They're really aggressive. They'll attack the glass. They offensive rebound. They get so many 50-50 balls and 50-50 rebounds. So it's not only going to be tough on our guards, we're going to have to get long rebounds, and bigs are going to have to know that you can't just walk under when they're shooting threes, because the only one you're going to rebound is the one that goes through.
Jordan Mendoza, USA Today. Coach, there's been a lot made about, the mid-major frustrations with scheduling, and, it's been with Miami and High Point, Coach saying it yesterday. I'm curious from your perspective, do you understand, do you kind of sympathize with the frustrations mid-majors have when it comes to scheduling, and what is your approach when building out the schedule? Are you prioritizing those high matchups against net rankings, and also, how are you factoring it when it comes to playing those top mid-major teams as well, too?
And friends. I'll schedule if they tell me we really need this game. How old are you? All right, so you don't know my time at UMass where we had to play everybody on the road and 2-for-1s. You ever hear of a 2-for-1? We played Oklahoma 2-for-1. Do you want me to tell you the story? We go to Oklahoma. You can't go there twice because Billy Tubbs wouldn't return the game. He'd say, I'm not returning. So you made him come to you first, and I had to go back to Oklahoma twice. We go to Oklahoma. The game's a pretty good game. They win the game. He walks down, Billy Tubbs, and says, you know what's great about this game? What? You got to come back here again next year. That's what he said to me. Next year, we hit a buzzer that went in. And I ran down to him and said, Billy, where's my check? Because they had to pay us to do the second game. We did anything we could to schedule games, to get home games. I've been there. It's hard. And no one wants to play a team that they think are going to be really good, and they're not going to do it on the road. You're just not going to go on the road, and that's why I was doing 2-for-1s. I got to say this about High Point. First of all, for them to have 31 wins and still playing, do you know how good they must be and well coached? Coach Clement, the job he's doing. The second thing, it proves my point that coaches win games, administrations win championships. They commit to it. Now, the coach has to be a good steward and has to make good decisions. But he can't do any of that if there's not enough support. Their president, I got to meet this guy sometime. I mean, he goes and builds a 5-star restaurant that the students go to once a week. What? I'm going to go to school there. They have an airline where they go and show you how to sit in an airplane and talk to a CEO who you happen to be next to. All the things they do are student-driven, which means their basketball players and their students are confident because someone really cares. And that's why I always come back to, it's the name on the back. That's what you should be worried about. Because right now, because High Point has been that way, look at all that's happening for their university. Everybody's talking about it. So my hat's off. Yes, coaching and doing what he's doing, but that AD and president committing so that we could compete for championships. And I got to tell you, Chancellor Robinson's the same way on our campus. He's student first. He's about students. Our AD has committed to us Hunter Yurachek has done what we need to have done. Then I got to be a good steward and make good decisions with what we've been given. But we've been given. If we weren't given, you don't have to make decisions. You're just holding on and hope you can win enough to survive. Administrations win championships. Coaches can win ball games. Is that okay that I did that? What did you ask me anyway? I'm sorry, go ahead.
James Burchin, the Basketball Academy. Coach, yesterday you talked about if you guys get 20 assists, you're pretty much guaranteed to win the game. Is there anything else you look for analytically, like paint touches, ball reversals, anything in that realm to help you guys have success on the floor?
Well, we're a lane touch team. You'd like to shoot a lot of free throws. You want to make more than they shoot, but this team drives as much as we do. You know, the assist means we're creating for each other. What drives me nuts is when they're all back there and someone wants to start bouncing it. They're there. Move that ball and let's play. And I usually tell them, and I don't care what you do at the end of it. Just move the ball, cut hard, and then play. So I think both teams now are low turnovers. That means your guards are making good decisions. Here's what I mean by that. I'm not going to throw you the ball when you're going to turn it over because I put you in a bad place. I'm not throwing you the ball because I can't shoot it, so here, you take it. Well, then you're going to lead to turnovers. And, you know, we have good guards, 2 and 3, even 4 to 1 assist to turnover ratio. So, and they do too. This is going to be two teams that, because of how we both do things, both universities, they're feeling in a certain way. People care, we know what it means, and all those things. Fast teams that don't turn it over should be a crazy game. I just hope we make some more baskets than they make.
Back.
Bill Oram with the Oregonian. Back to High Point real quick. You know, the best way for you to get to see all that cool stuff you're talking about would be to schedule a non-conference game there.
How about I just go down there? I'll walk around campus. It's like people wanting me to play in Hawaii. Well, I'll take a vacation. Why am I taking my team? Well, you want to go. Well, then go on vacation with me. No, all my friends down there, I've not been on the campus. They tell me that campus is ridiculous. Like what they've done and how they've done it. Look, anytime someone tells me student first, players first, you know that's going to touch me. That moves me. And so, yeah, but no, I'm not going there to play.
Jerry.
Coach Jerry Brewer with The Athletic. With Darius, I understand that the process to get him to change from a high scorer in high school to a true lead guard kind of started right as he committed. Like what?
How did you know that?
I talked to Coach Chin.
Okay.
What's it been like to kind of see his evolution, and does it surprise you how quickly he's not only picked up on that, like the desire to do that, but he has like a really good feel both on and off the ball?
Most of the guards that I've coached understand that I've got to teach you on the ball, off the ball. Because if you're playing with Shea, you're going to be off the ball. He's going to be on the ball. If you're playing with Jamal, you're going to be off the ball. He's going to be on the ball. Maybe with Devin, you could be on the ball, but he's going to do both. So with him, having his hands on the ball, especially late, you try to trap him, you may not be able to, and if you do, he's going to make a good decision and maybe make it an easy play for us. That aside, the basketball wasn't that. It was all the other stuff. Learning to lead. When you lead, you're doing something for everybody else. You're not just scoring for yourself, you're scoring for us. And if someone has it going, you lead and get them shots. He's done a fabulous job of that. His body language, wow. You don't even see anything right now. You watch him play and you say his demeanor is like that. Well, that's the best players that I've coached. Malik Thomas is kind of the same. You don't really see. Both of them, if I get on them and I got you, but they're not going to waver their confidence. I don't care how they're playing. They both have otherworldly confidence in themselves. And that's why I said they could run for president. They're so confident in themselves, they could do fine.